Jose Ramirez, welcome to ENTV today, sir. I'm very excited to be doing this with you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me.
Well, if you are watching an ENTV today, you're going to hear a very interesting story. I remember now coming across your profile after I said, tell me a bit about what you do. I already looked at your Facebook and I saw the martial arts part mixed with your whole story. So from the Navy to martial arts, ADHD, buckle up ENTV today. You're in for a great interview. So, Jose, where does your story start? For those that don't know anything about you, where should we start your interview?
Well, to be honest, as a child, born in Puerto Rico, didn't know what's going on. I just thought I was this hyper kid, not too smart, big kid, started getting bullied. And just I felt like I really didn't belong. Come back, my dad decided to move us from Puerto Rico to over here. He was in the Army Reserve. And I just kept living like that. And it would just became visible, very difficult for me to really adapt, and didn't know I was born with ADHD. And again, like we mentioned earlier, back in the day, 1972, 70s, we really didn't talk about that. So as I continued growing up and having some difficult learning or adapting, I started getting really depressive and very I didn't belong. And a friend of mine from high school said, "Hey, we're gonna do martial arts." And I'm like, "We're gonna do martial arts? I want to do martial arts." I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." And I started martial arts when I was 17 years old and got used martial arts to save my life. It gave me the confidence. I found something that I felt I was good at, and then just opened the doors for me. 20 years in the Navy, I did all this awesome stuff, got married with an awesome wife from Japan, have one son. And 2 years prior of me retiring from the Navy, I was talking to the Lord and I said, "What would you like me to do? What do I need to do?" And basically, I know what I was passionate about is to help others. And I said, well, why not open a martial arts school, Christian-based martial arts school, where we just share the word of God through martial arts to help others? Because if they don't know what's happening, then I can help them get to the next level, and not just help them, but it helps me.
All right, well, let's talk about the results. What have you seen in the years that you've had this school? What's happened to the kids?
Oh, I get kids. I really, a lot of people wish that they have the superstars. I'm not like that. I want the kids that I'm having problems and I don't know how to deal with it. And they come in and then we give them a lot of loving, but a lot of military style loving. And we teach them that they have to work hard, that everything has to be earned, that there's a reason for them to be the way they are. And everybody is born a leader. You just have to be taught how to properly lead. So I'm always letting them know that if it's wrong, it's wrong. If it's right, it's right. And everything has to be earned. Nowadays, I feel that we give everything to the kids, or we just, oh, here, poor kid. It didn't help me. And nowadays, life is getting worse. So just seeing kids, I have students that have gone to West Point, graduated. I have other kids that are going to become lawyers now. I have kids that they came in with a lot of depression or a lot of ADD, ADHD, and now they're doing great in school. And I'm like, that's what I needed. I wish I had something like that when I was growing up, and I didn't. So now that I can help others, that uplifts me, and then that helps me continue to move forward.
Beautiful. Yeah, you brought up a really good point. So this day and age, there's a lot of this socialist, liberal, not more socialist handout. Everyone gets a participation badge, but you teach the opposite. You need to earn it. So your military background helped you with that. And how do the kids respond to this environment?
Yeah, believe it or not, they respond really well. But the biggest thing is if you have a family or a parent that is so supportive, understand what we're doing, then having that support, because see, we're teaming up with the parents. The parents think that they're teaming up with me. But what I want is, what would you like for your child? Why is he here? Why do you want your child to be here? And then I team up with them and say, okay, this is what we need to work on. Then we're going to become a team. They need to be learning how to listen to you first. So when they come to me, I make sure I set the structure, you continue doing it. And if I have a parent that's very supportive, then the kids know where they fit in everything. And when they come in, they know what they need to do. They have fun. It is not easy, but they still have fun. And then they got a lot of loving after that. They come in, I'm a hugger. So they come in, they're about to me, and I give them a hug. Doing the floor exercises, I'm the instructor. You know, we're gonna go. You might get like loud bulls because maybe I'm yelling, not because I'm yelling at them. It's just the environment. We're martial arts. But as soon as they're done and we buy out, they know that they can come talk to me, and they're joking around and they want their hug, and we give them candies here and there if they earn it. If they earn it, if they did what they're supposed to, then hey, we're gonna be okay. If they didn't, then we'll let them know. And then after that, after I've said them and we move out of the mat and say, it's done. Tomorrow's another day. Let's get going. And that's it.
Awesome. That's a great attitude. So whereabouts you based in the world?
So San Antonio, Texas.
Okay. Do you teach online, or is it all in
No,
class?
I've been open for 10 years in a location in San Antonio. And recently I moved to a new neighborhood. So I don't know if you see the videos online, but I've been doing some in the garage. And so just to help the neighborhood. And, you know, there's parents that, I mean, nowadays camp in some of the places, they're like tons of money. You know what I mean? So I'm just charge barely anything. I have a good time. I help the parents out. The kids are learning something, and then we go from there. So yeah, something fun that I can do during the day.
Awesome. Well, what else do you want to talk about? Like, because it just sounds like a beautiful story. You learned it yourself, and now you're passing it on.
Yes, and that's what we want. I mean, I really believe that we're not really focusing on creating leaders. What are we going to do as we get older and we're not teaching our kids what they need to do to get to the next level? When we get older, we're not going to do anything. Who's going to really be leading? Where are we going to be? You know, I might have a chance that I might be developing the next cop, CEO, you know, the next Mr. Amos, you know what I mean? The next president of the United States, you know, whatever it is, the next mechanic. Somebody has to really pay attention and have respectful leaders for our community. And I feel that we're not doing that. I feel that our education system, you ask them, hey, what do you do in PE? Well, I remember when I did in PE, we did a lot of stuff. We learned baseball, basketball, we do all that stuff. Nowadays, it's just another babysitting thing. They come in, they let them play, they keep an eye on it, and then that's it. They're not teaching them how to jump in jacks. They're not teaching how to do the push-ups and sit-ups and all the stuff that is healthy for them. Can develop their mind also. You know what I mean? I think one thing that I really love that my parents did, even though they didn't know what was going on with me, but they pushed me to go do sports. You know, it's like, hey, you're bored, let's go play in Puerto Rico, play baseball, basketball. You know what I mean? Let's do this and that. So we need to really focus on our development of our children. And it's not happening. And if I can do that, if I can be just a small pebble in somebody's heart and mind that can make it change, then that's what I'm doing.
Wow. Beautiful. We need more. My opinion is we need more people like you, because
thank you.
Society is getting soft and very socialist and very entitled. And I'm like a lot of people concerned about, we're not raising leaders, we're raising weaklings and people that are confused about a whole lot in life.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just lost. So I'm really thankful you're doing this. And can you, after, drop links for whatever your website, whatever you offer, please put them in the comments so that people can connect with, you know, someone like yourself that's helping raising leaders. And you're doing this online too.
Yeah. So I do create a lot of contents and I show a lot of stuff. I'm blessed. I get to travel. I'm part of the United States Martial Arts Hall of Fame. So I get to teach self-defense, Filipino martial arts to a big group. So that's when I get a chance to really say, hey, share what I need to share. And, I get to go to, different states. So, and I usually put it on. So if anybody's interested, not just to do martial arts, but just to sit down and talk about why do I feel or this way, or what we can do to help you or anybody else to come up with something to create leaders, then please get a hold of me, DM me. I'll tell you exactly what I'm doing. I have helped others just like they have helped me. So if I'm in your state and you know it, hit me up. I would love to have coffee with you and just tell you, show you. It don't have to be martial arts. It could be anything. It's just talking about what we can do together as a society to really create leaders.
I need to connect you with one of my. Do you know J.R. Spear?
No,
J.R. Spear?
No, sir.
Yeah, I'm going to connect you with J.R. Spear. I think you guys need to connect. So this is awesome. Jose, this has been, and you go by Ram. So Ram, this has been amazing to have you here. Yeah, Master Ram, what is it? Master
Ram. Yeah, that's my title.
Master Ram, that's awesome.
Master, but
I love
Ram
that.
is good. Ram is good.
That's awesome. Well, I love that you've been here in ENTV today. If you are watching ENTV today and you want to connect with Ram or Master Ram, reach out to him. Maybe you want to learn, chat with him about anything, or have kids, you want to get some information, he'd love to connect with you. I'll tag him in this. He'll drop any links in the comments section. Ram, we're going to end the recording here and the broadcast. Any last words you got for ENTV today?
No, I really appreciate the opportunity, Mr. Amos. I really love what you're doing. Give the opportunity to people like us that are passionate about something and to be able to share it. If we didn't have what you're doing today, it's really hard nowadays. So I really appreciate what you're doing. And every time I see you interviewing somebody, I did get to learn a lot about a lot of people. So I really appreciate it. Please go in. And again, if you need anything, please hit me up just to talk. It doesn't matter. I'm here for anybody that needs it. So.
Thank you so much. We'll keep chatting as we go offline here, but thanks ENTV today for watching. We'll end it here.
See you later.